Alright, so welcome back, people. We are live actually. Yeah. So I'm outside. So show me the home today. That's how I did it outside. I did the video outside. Actually, yeah. I think Emancipation Park. There's some there. Big up on yourself, people. Thank you very much for tuning in. It has certainly been a while since I've done a live video. And when we see the article, I said, you know what? I think because a short video not going to necessarily allow me to run through the details and explain certain aspects of it. A short video wouldn't allow me to do that. So I'm saying, you know what? For this purpose, we're going to do a live video. For this purpose. So big up on yourself, people. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Whatever time span you're watching this on, if you're watching it now, if you're watching it later in the evening, or in the night, or tomorrow morning, massive, massive respect for the continuous support. Now, this video is around, is certain, it surrounds Michail Antonio and and mental health. It surrounds Michail Antonio and mental health. So those are basically the two talking points we're going to go on. And we're going to approach this video from. And how it explains how mental health impacts people, football players included, and how some small things, just some small things, can change their course, change your life. And we're going to touch on Michail Antonio, certainly. But there are many ways to support the channel. One, by hitting the like button as you reach in. That's one. Two, hitting the subscribe button if you're here for the first time. We're trying to grow the channel. We're trying to see how far we can go. The thing is, I understand that in the reggae boy category, it kind of max out once they hit 30. Once they hit 30,000 subscribers, I kind of max out. So me surprised to pass that I pass 30,000, 40,000 and go. I'm really, really surprised about that. And I give thanks. I really, really give thanks for that. Also, give me a thumbs up if you not hear me clearly. Because I use the earpods, and I don't know the quality of the earpods. So when we see the channel grow, I have to give thanks for that. Also, you can become a member of the channel as well. That's also another way of supporting the channel. And also, there's a link in the comment section, link in the description in buying us a coffee. That's definitely another way in helping the channel. So you can choose whichever way you feel necessary to support the channel. Channel for life, big up yourself all the way from Australia. Massive, massive respect. Reggae Boy Nation. Oh, big up. Reggae Boys Nation, big up yourself. And don't be surprised. Don't be surprised you bring live games, my boy. Oh yeah, man. True, all that are true. The live games them kind of push it really, really far, because the funny thing is, if me do a live game and like, say me get like 2,000 views from the live game, me like get like 100 subscribers from a live game, because what I find out is that these players, them tune in regular because they want to see what happens. They want to see the games them, and it's a continue watching thing. You know, say, say once match I play this week, I'm gonna look out for a game I play this week. Game I play tonight, Kasafa, I think Major League and Super League I play this evening. What people are looking about, I not cover the game, but what people are looking about it. But at the end of the day, that's one of the reason push it. Anyway, so the main reason I started this video is surrounding Michail Antonio and, as me said earlier, mental health. So let me just add this back so we can bring it back on board. So I hope so we not see it properly. Let me just see if we can add it. MG, you can't know. What people, because of that, what people miss out on it, you know? What have you missed out on it because of that? Uh-huh. You see? See it. All the things change about you, man. Bro, man, security, big up yourself. Raphael Satchel, big up yourself. All right, so me could touch upon it. So this is the article I see on the Sun. This is an article I see, and I say no. I go touch upon it. Quite an interesting article surrounding Michail Antonio. All right, so he said Michail Antonio, Premier League star, said reveals he is in therapy after starting to hate football. The 85,000 a week West Ham and Jamaican star, 34 years old, told how he even prayed he would get injured so he did not have to play. And that's serious. But man, I'll pray him have to get injured because he know I'm play football. Go for sure, this taste when I'm happy football. But if you ask yourself the question now, what would lead to that? When you reach his state where he hate football that much, you have to pray say get an injury so that he not have to play. That is a big factor. Alright, so I'm going to go down more at his story. Antonio, who revealed how personal traumas causes mental anguish, said, I just started disliking the game. I began therapy because I was really struggling. The West Ham star says his mental health battles left him unable to celebrate the club's epic European win last year with teammates, and he slept instead. All right, so this one me actually, right? Look at this, people. Remember now, say, you know, them at time I will see them a celebrate and them a jump around and something, you know. So even at that point in time, you wouldn't even know, say, he's going through something tough. You know that him go through something traumatic because him look happy, him enjoy himself, and as you know, the world that we live in right now, we put so much emphasis on money, and him a collect so much money in your mind based off of how the world set up right now. Collecting that amount of money, you're supposed to have no problems. Life's supposed to be easy for you, but really and truly, that's not how it is. This is one I think. So this is an honest interview done by the man. In a brutal, honest interview, the star says he has even hoped for an injury to prevent himself from playing. He believes his problem partially stemmed from being betrayed by a school friend and splitting from his wife. So practically, what go on a yard. Basically, what go on a yard. Let's go to show the impact where our hosts will have on our mental health. Anyway, Antonio, who was called up for England before he chose to play for Jamaica, instead says they expect to still be seeing his therapist for another 2 years because it has changed his life. The London-born star, known for his happy public persona, revealed his mental turmoil in a seemingly frank interview with telepresenter Jake Humphrey and author Damian Hughes. All right, so you see them basically, see them say right now, is known for his happy public persona. And that's what most I would know him for. Most I would know, even people who know say who know him or know him personally know say boy him all the put on a smile face, all the laugh, all the enjoy himself. He told how everyone associated with West Ham was enjoying one celebration just last June after they won the Europa Conference League final, the first major trophy in more than 40 years. But Antonio, the club's all-time leading Premier League goal scorer, was so drained off-field events, he fell asleep on the couch back from the stadium in Prague, then went to bed in his hotel room. That's how serious it is. He couldn't even celebrate. Now, Ali James said he also said that Jamaica turned him down when he was 22. Yeah, I think you will definitely get that. That's just the honest truth. There's not much you can do about that. No, better late than never. Got turned down in 22, but he's playing for us right now. And that is what's really, really important. He recalled, this is what he said. He recalled, I was going through my divorce and stuff. And I honestly couldn't get my head around it. After we won, the whole team went out. The gaffer went out, got steaming. A couple of the boys didn't sleep for 2 days, just got drunk. Just got drunk for 2 days. I was asleep. I was asleep on the couch and went back to the hotel. I was just mentally drained because of everything that was going on outside of my football. And then I went back to the hotel. I went to sleep while everyone was out partying. No, a historic moment like that in our life, and he couldn't even get the opportunity to enjoy it. He really couldn't enjoy it as though he wanted. He wanted to, and that's not a good thing. It goes to show that people, no matter how much people you see on the road, everyone is going through something. No matter where you see people that smile, laugh, and enjoy themselves, there's something happening in their life. Let me continue read. It was 6 months before he began to appreciate the enormity of the Hammers' brilliant 2-1 win over Florentina. He said it was until probably December where I was in a better place, where I was like, oh my God, I've won a European championship. Then just a come to realization, say, he's a European champion. In an interview available to hear on today's High Performance podcast, Antonio said it dawned on him he had lost interest in football during a match in December 2022 as his form began to nosedive. He said, I think we even won the game, but I didn't have the best of games. And I was just like to myself, I'm not enjoying football during the game. I was like, I'm really not enjoying this. I just felt quite negative. I'm very positive. I'm a very positive person. I didn't score from December until I think it was March, April time, and I just felt like run down. And then I went away with Jamaica because I was enjoying football with Jamaica for some strange reason. But I actually prayed for an injury. So, despite all him not go through, he went away with Jamaica. He came to Jamaica and he was enjoying football in Jamaica. And he said for some strange reason, he was enjoying himself when he was in Jamaica or playing for Jamaica. But he still prayed for an injury. Now, I remember one of those times when Michail Antonio um, didn't get turned up for one of the call-up. And we knew at the point in time the issue. We knew at the point in time the issue. And we understand, and we didn't make it public. It was not made public because it's private life matters. It was not made public. I think they just said personal issue. That was one of the reasons. I was like, so let's continue. Let's continue what Antonio said. It's all those things that spiral through your mind. You're thinking, is this the end for me? Is this my football career over? I was like, I just want to get injured. I want some time off. Then I went away with Jamaica and I did my medial knee ligament in November 2023. I was thinking to myself, I'm 33. I can't afford to be performing this way. Otherwise, I'm not going to get another contract. So it's all those things that spiral through your mind. You're thinking, is this the end for me? Is this my football career over? He said his football problem was primarily down to such short breaks from the game he has been involved in for 16 years and the constant scrutiny and his trouble. So I have heard I heard many players, I've heard many players spoken about the media scrutiny, his name being ravished in the media all over the place. Big up yourself, Umrah. Big up yourself. Yes, a lot of persons I've heard complain about it. And that is something that I find myself kind of moving away from, the media scrutiny. If I believe a certain situation, I will definitely tell my cause, but certainly me now go just a live on it and a bang on it. Me go tell the cause, me say this is how I feel. And me can say, it might be wrong, or it can be right, but it's definitely how I feel. So let's continue. And his troubles were worsened by separating from his wife, who he married in 2017. He said, I just started disliking the game, but because football is just constant, you're constantly just in it. As soon as your life depends on it, as soon as you have people constantly berating you and criticizing you, it becomes a job. So it doesn't matter how good it is, it doesn't matter how much you love the game, it becomes an actual job for you. So basically, you can understand that now because these are football players and I love what them do. But it's when time it become a job, you kinda put the love one side and say, you know what, I must do this, I have to do this. Never time span to do this, never time span to get that sorted out. So the love kind of over time period just kind of dwindle just a little bit. And then something kind of cause players to move over from take out, just kind of move over from the love of football. So it doesn't matter how good it is, let's continue. It doesn't matter how much you love the game, it becomes an actual job. Antonio said he sought help around Christmas 2022, seen a few therapists before he found one he liked. And the score go down. I think this is supposed to be the final part, right? He had spoken to club doctors and physios and West Ham, and the PFA also had specialist counselors available. But he wanted someone independent, and so he started paying for his own. And the father of four said, I started therapy because I was really struggling, and how I grew up, it was never a thing. I thought therapy was for crazy people, but therapy changed my life. At first, it was awkward. I'm not gonna lie. You sat in a room, someone was there, and goes, "Here you are," and your natural response is fine. So it's like, so why are you here? I was like, to be honest, I like football. I'm struggling with football. I split up with my missus. So that's it. Said, I like football. So it said, so you're here. I was like, to be honest, I like football. I'm struggling with football, and I split up with my missus. So those are the issues that he had. The love he has for football, the struggle that he's having with football, and the divorce that he was going through. And these were the things that really, really caused problem with him. And it showcased that, hey, we all are human beings. We don't know how much money we have, you know how much stardom we have, much fame we have, no matter how high profile the job is, we are all human beings. And we seek the same thing. Respect, to be noticed, in some sense authority, in some sense to be understood or to be understood. So let's continue. Let me see if let's continue where it said. Alright, so it's a long article. It's a long article, people. Here we go. Probably when people leave part height. Let me just finish it there. Since we already start the live, why not just finish it before people start cuss me? I just run it to half an hour. That's not so bad. Don't think that's so bad. Professional help. But when my life was in a bit of turn upside down, because obviously I'm splitting up with my missus, my wife also, I'm not performing on the pitch and things are just not going well for me. And then I'm a person where I never cry. And I was also talking to him, I just burst out in tears. It was uncontrollable. That gave me some type of relief and then left my chest felt like clear. People, mental health, that's it. This whole notion I say, boy, man, no cry all and kind of something. Boy, I know that we know our Jamaican culture, we understand that and we look past certain things. But I think so many times we have to understand what is really happening. Let me continue. He began weekly sessions when you can see continue for another 2 years, but his therapists want him to eventually cope without them. Antonio said, what is crazy, I was like portraying to be a very confident person. And what they thought me was that I was a person that basically always set myself target, always looking for mission because I always need something to be done. I can't relax within myself because growing up there, I had a lot of traumas that I dealt with. So I avoid sitting within myself, and that's one thing that I learned via therapy because it was true. let me go through trauma. So many something kind of similar, you know. Me always look something for do. Me always try to get something done. Me always do something. Me always do some level of work. Like me go seek a therapist as well. He also told me never just could. Okay, yeah. When I was 14, I thought these people were my friends. These guys end up stealing a bike. They group up and said, I did it. Interview Jake said, it's a hard thing to hear that, isn't it? Antonio replied, massive. Like, I always believe I was the happiest person there is. Interesting. So that's when I was 14. Some issues with the younger self. Let me see if we can find it. Let's continue. They group up and said, Michail Antonio did it. Antonio did. I've been friends with them for 3 years, going to school every day with them. So it's just made me mistrust people. Yeah. Let me continue. Let me see if more upon the article. Is that it? No, that's it. Actually, the article finished. The article finished. The article finished, people. Let me go back to the main layout. The article finished, people. So Nigel said, also mentioned that Jamaica ignored him at age 20. Quota system where the baller came to us at age 30. Did he say it's quota system? Nigel? Did he say it's quota system? I didn't see the interview. I just see the article, me see. But me ask you, Nigel, since you say a quota system, did he say it's quota system? And know what it did. Two and front, the back and front, I go start now. Anyways, let me go to it. Tycoon said all these players love Jamaica. Only clause only close love talk. You think these guys will even think about coming if they didn't love their country? Me not, only close love talk. Me not understand that. Tycoon, retype that again, please. Me not understand it. So retype it again. Martin make a Tycoon are the first thing them love say, but it's their opinion which is dunce and foolishness. What not talk about? Martin Baker and Tycoon. What not talk about? When we gone past something totally different. I have no clue not talk about. Anyways, back to your ball and say, people, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you have, no matter how much fame you have, no matter how much popularity you have. Mental health affects everyone. Jack Drummond said it's good he could share his story, Antonio Rilbala. And these are really, really sensitive things to share. And when you see a person of high profile sit down, especially the culture where and share a story like that, you have to give him credit and say, you know what? And we can tell her right now he's supposed to feel a lot better after sharing the story. WD Wizard said, lots of youths them fight when my son was the best midfielder in the USA and Canada. 3 years back to back, he won the trophy, Golden Boot. I reached JFF more than once. Send letter to Whitmore. What that not about? Ernest Morris said, I think he means clown. So, Derek Douglas said, him and his wife together. Well, according to the article, he said during that time period, he was going through the divorce during that particular time period. WD Wizard said, no answer. Why are they doing this? WD Wizard, you have to understand this, right? Now, listen to me. And let me tell you this, right? What if today, me get up and say, all right, nobody don't know me. Nobody from Adams know me. And me get up and say, my brother, I best U20 baller exists. And me a call up at JFF and nobody not answer me. Me go vex with JFF. Why should I be upset with JFF? Why should I be upset with them? Because nobody not answer me call. They have a system put in place for recruiting and then go through the recruiters. That means that anybody can just call up the 24/7 and say, see my youth, I look for me youth, a better baller than everybody else they have. Just think about the logic of that. Anybody, we have 3 million, we have about 6 million people in Diaspora, 3 million people in Jamaica. Imagine 4 million or 2 million a call every day I say, come look on my pitney and my son, my nephew, my aunt, my auntie, my this and that. And I say, look on him because my best thing exists. Just imagine. What does that leave the scouts them to do? Affectionate marathon, big up yourself. Nitro said that they are still giving the overseas players a fight. Right now, players papers are sitting in limbo as Jamaica government refuse to help with process. So if Jamaica government refuse to help with process, how that affect the JFF? And the JFF can't go up, they go get them. How that, you know, me not understand. These are some of the reasons. This is the same reason why. These are some of the same reasons why I kind of ease off my live stream. This is when I'm same. You see the big current one front, get up and cuss every day about the same matter every single day. It makes no sense. Oh, big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Marathon. Big up yourself. Jack Drummond said, MG, at least the JFF should have acknowledged the call. Think about it. If Jack Drummond, if every day somebody a call you, if every day somebody a call you say, them a sell you one car, eventually you're going to stop acknowledge the car calling, right? Eventually you're going to stop acknowledge the car calling. Eventually. Nasha said, I never said it's a JFF. Jamaica just backward, tribalistic and xenophobic. Who is xenophobic? Who, Nitro? Tell me who. Who, and in football, who not tribalistic? Where in this world you're going to find tribalism? Me I watch EPL and the Tottenham fans them want Tottenham to lose so that's Arsenal to win the league. Isn't that tribalism? That is something with a worldwide thing. These things are talk about worldwide something, Nitro. A worldwide something that tribalism, that's a worldwide thing. Xenophobia, we have to call it class bias. Some you call it class bias. For example, if you're a KC old boy, and you go look on work or a firm, and it's a KC old boy running firm, strong possibility you have a stronger chance of getting the work. All because why? He's a KC old boy. Wrong? Yes, he wrong. Morally wrong. But he's not say wrong, he wrong old per se. Morally wrong. Ethically. But that's just the world we live in. Me think that somehow understand say the world is not candy and cotton candy and kind of stuff. That's not the world we live in. The world we live in is a dark place we live in. And that is the reality. Me not think we understand that at all. Me not think we understand. Ernest said, MG, they can set up something that when you call, you will be pointed to that department. No, that makes a lot more sense, Ernest. That makes a lot more sense. Say that them they set up a call and then send it to recruiting department, right? And they can work out something for city player. What will cost efficient to them. Remember, you know, because anybody them are go travel, spending much money to go look on the player there, send a scout to go look on them player there. So they have to think about the cost efficiency as well. But that makes a lot more sense. Nitro said that is different. Jamaica has a systematic bias against that. You see though, Nitro? It goes for one, but it don't go for the next, right? There's that different. And something different that. Alright, Nitro. No, this is what you said. You said Jamaica has a systematic bias against the diaspora. What I want you to do, Nitro, is prove to me that system that is in place. That systematic bias that is in place. Want you to prove that to me? With evidence. With Nitro, with evidence. You know me I go to Nitro. Me I put Professor Cole Palmer or Saka. Any day. Saka any and every day. Tycoon said, big up Bunny Shaw, congrats Leon Bailey, Jamaica product. Congrats Ethan Pinnock. Yeah. Great achievements, Bunny Shaw. WSL Women Player of the Year. Leon Bailey. In the work he has done to assist Aston Villa making it to the Champions League. And Ethan Pinnock voted for, and personally, I think Ethan Pinnock are possible top 10 best defender in the league. In numbers, they may have proved that. Top 10 best defender in the league, without a doubt. In numbers, they have proved that. Professor Saka every day. WD Wizard said, you have a point, but when you are playing for the youth to get a look, looking, not the JFF, not the JFFPN. No, that's what I say. That's what I say no. That's what I say no. Look at the aspect of when I put in aspect, I say, boy, when WD said send him to recruiting department. Like in that sense now, that's a valid point. I'm gonna agree with that 100%. Now the question I ask is how much persons them have in that particular department. Should they expand that department, send more funding to that department, or can help them to sift through in a better perspective, getting the better quality? Those are questions that most definitely can be asked. Martin Baker said, MG, when you see Grimmy leave and we get a local coach, you will see the system bias. No, man. Me no want to wait until that. I want to see it now. Me no want to wait until that. I want to see it now. Remember, no, so when I talk about no, when I say it's in place now, no. That's what I'm saying. It's in place right now. So, I want to see it now. I want the proof now. Not just that we need a formal recruiting process like Morocco. Why have they not formalized people like Devon Porter? All right, let me give you a perfect example. And let me show you. Good. So there is multiple for the youth team, for under 20 and below. There are multiple camps in the USA, set up in the USA at this present moment. Or they want to keep week in or 2 times a month or whatever time period to sift through the talents that is in the USA. They might not string up right across the USA, but me sure about that. This will have evidence of that them in the USA at work. Now, I would understand that people are saying we don't want to spread out more. But if you understand that spreading out more requires a bigger budget. It requires more funding. And if we're going to put all that funding into recruiting, somewhere I going to cut short. Somewhere it's going to cut short. Nature, we can do what America do. Different culture, different country, different system. So we can't do Morocco. But they say we should formulate something that suits our culture, our system, and what we are trying to do. So in the sense, we look at one country and say that the country do this, so we must can do it. England do this, we must can do it. Brazil do that, we must can do it. No. We don't know the resources of America have, but they can pull through to get the job done. We're very, very unsure of that. Wizard said, yes, I have a point, but when you are paying for the youth for the out your pocket just to get a look, that no. No, let me tell you now. WD Wizard, for example, me never say, nobody on YouTube space never say, in players getting that look in there. But what me know for a fact is, people within the JFF watch a page. So, if you can go so boom and publish or discuss on a particular player, talk about a particular player, I'm 100% sure, say, at least then we see or hear about the player. Either then not going to look for the player, either then a business about the player. But at least the player coming in cognitive thought now. So what do you think about that? Yeah, at least that. Like I said, the man them are human and so sometimes it's just not in it. And that's true as well. Now just said, MG, we have former players and fans who will help in England. No problem. Because at this present moment, former players, people in football fraternity in USA, they're the one who's pushing the drive. JFF, one of the only things I know JFF provide is to formalize it, but they know say, yo God, this is a camp. Make the authorities in the USA know say we're holding a camp here, providing the gears, the Adidas gears, and those things, just to formalize it so that it can run and nobody now bother them. And then now, the other aspect of it is these former players, people in administrative position, Them are fund it, them are put in the money because these people want to see the football grow. These people want players from the diaspora, the better quality players, and not just any player in the diaspora go through. And that's it. That's the route that's happening right now. Perfect example for those who don't know, like Kerry James, I'm on the JFF now pay them on there. But them on there are recruit players and bring them on the camp and make them show them up. If the coach them like them, yes or no, so be it. But him at least I provide, I do that. He not get paid for it, but I do it. So there are people who out there who are doing work, when I get paid for it, and I just say it sometime. I'm not just saying again, MG, that is not about culture, it's about process. No, but every process, everything that happens in the country, the culture is a big factor. The culture is a big factor. And Nitro, fly high, fly low, your culture impacts everything in our country. It's very, very important you identify what is the culture like. It's very, very important. And don't believe that the culture don't matter. May I tell you that? And if you believe that culture don't matter, you should definitely research a lot more. For example, let me give a perfect example. Brazil. Brazil have so much talent, homegrown talent. Very, very important. The Brazil national team are one of the most supported national team globally. They're one of the most supported national team globally. Also, one of the most, like the people in Brazil, them care about the national team way more. Just like in Jamaica. What we say, boy, the most and support base care about the senior team. More so than football in our country. Football in our country kind of depend on the back burner. But the senior team, a priority to them where football is concerned. So the idea is, if the senior team do well, the country will do well. Or the football in our country will do well. And that's not true. That's not true. That's not a true reflection of how football operates. That's really not true. Martin Baker said he have links found out how many high-level papers in Pika. Martin, what do you think me get links? Me was asking the man say me have links. Martin, where me get the links from? Find out how many high-level papers in Pika would just want one signature so they can get them citizenship, but yet people in power are hold back to do it. Why not? You're going, Martin Baker. Let me be honest. First, I don't have no high level, no high links. I don't have links in my high places there. Secondly, my brother-in-law is a little child. He is from Trinidad. He was born in Trinidad. It took him 2 weeks to get his citizenship. And I witnessed the process. I watched everything I do. All like this, I help them put documents together, watch every single aspect. From the start of document preparation to him getting the paper. 2 weeks to take to him get in citizenship. I don't know what take Reggae boys them so long. May I tell you the truth? I don't know. Tycoon said, MG, do you think Arnold should fire Gilbert ASAP? Why? I'm first season is in God quarterfinals. Sorry, in God semifinals. I not see that. In finishing at top 6, God semifinals. And impossible can get Caribbean Club Championship. So for me personally, it would make no sense. Give him time for build him a bill. But if you want to fire him, you have to rebuild again. And there's no guarantees you'll get success next season as well. There's none. But I say, Russ Guru said, Gunners for life. Big up yourself, Russ. Big up yourself every time. Nitro said, there needs to be a speedy process similar to what they do for the athletes. No. Nitro, I just mentioned something to you about culture a while ago, right? You hear where I go? Speedy process for athletes. In Jamaica, the number one sport is football. But the number one supported sport is track and field. None of you understand me, I say. Let me tell you now, right? For every 5 man or male we see a war, 3 of them in our football, 3 of them or 2 of them in our football group. So if you look at the base average, you have roughly about 3 million. If I have 1.2 million man in Jamaica, at least 800,000 of them are football supporters. At least 800,000 of them are football supporters. At least. But track and field, when it's track season, minimum 2 million people are tuning into track and field. When it's track season. You can do that. Look on the numbers. Look on the YouTube numbers. Then. Look on the viewership numbers. That tell you everything. A viewership numbers they use to identify that. Now just MG, we hear you and Bob's Grade, your friend. Still, use up a link. Right, sure. I must see about a couple times well, me and Bob's Grade come meet up like this. And one time we did a JPL match. And we have one little small conversation. And nothing like say, me and Bob's a big friends. I don't like that. I just talk. That's one match I play. I will talk about something about the match. I don't like that. I not have a friend, that's the only thing. Martin said, use a link. You feel like me have link? You grease, buddy. You go on Nitro. Send me money so me can Nitro. Based off what me here now. Then I say, who the same man say no? The corruption strong in Jamaica, you know. So if you grease somebody's hand, you have a grease your hand heavy. So you go on Nitro. Since you have the money, send all the money when me grease them palm. Let me grease them palm. I have a grease them palm heavy. Jero, speak up yourself. So is someone deliberately slowing down the process? If so, why? What kind of people would that? I don't know if I deliberately slow down process. I'm not going to say deliberately slow down process. I talk about its priority. You know, for example, if you're working in an office, right? I have a desk. You have important over here, sir. Relevant over here, sir. Not relevant over here, sir. The important, the track and field athletes, them, important. Down to the school track and field athletes, them. All the school teams, them who bring athletes from Africa and them places, are them way more important than football. That's just the nature of course. That's what I say culture plays a part. Martin said, from you have all the documents and there's no mistake, you can get the citizenship so fast. Me not understand why the footballer players them take so long. That seems funny to you, MG. All right, so let me tell you this. All right, so people, let me explain something to you now. So this is where they now go shed some light to the people. I want you to listen keenly, right? Because if you don't understand this, it's going to be harder for you to understand. I'm not going to still lament on the same point. So listen keenly, put it on your phone or turn up the audio, right? Now, many players in Europe that wants to represent Jamaica, even in USA, the acquisition of citizenship from their parents or grandparents or whosoever we are going to use the lineage to connect them to, their acquisition of citizenship can be on a shady side where it wasn't done the correct way. Because of that, man go USA with fake name, man go England with fake name, have him pitting them, this, that, right there, pitting the band, pitting can play football, pitting can play for Jamaica. When documents are put in now, then realize that, oh crap, this thing can't continue. We have to pull it. Else, it's going to lead to a direction where they don't want to go. So, when you look on here, it's how much players we see where come represent for we already. Play for it. In some friendly game, they never see them back. You never see them back. They never get called back. Especially if the games don't matter. These things happen. What can we do about it? So sometimes I wonder how documents take so long to go through. So my time, and them look at something they have to clear up. They have to fix all the screws them before. That can be the case. Sometimes I make you know say that can be the case. That can be the case. MG the co for 55-man squad out. Alright, I'm gonna check that out soon. I'm gonna do a different video on that, man. MG, you are what? What that? Oh, link or forward. Right wing or forward. We play forward sometime, but right and left wing. Can also play fullback. Gerald said, but it should be a priority. We have big tournaments coming up. But priority to who? MG when present Jamaica. I'm half to start. I want to know something about bad striker. I want to know something about striker. I want a bad striker in Jamaica. I don't know me yet. Because that MG want to play for Jamaica Flagger versus Jamaica Flagger football match. When that a go on? That a go on, like run some ball. Hey, I want a wicked striker in Jamaica, you know. I don't know me, you know. So you know to play. Hey, me can't tell us if Jamaica catch me at the right time, man. Me can't tell it. Jamaica miss it when me not get to play for Jamaica. They miss something big time. Ronald says, thank you, MG. I tell a lot of people when the investigation is done, a lot of who assume they were Jamaicans are not actually Jamaicans, so they won't qualify. That is true. So there's one, I never call on him, but there's one particular case in which the grandparent, people thought the grandparent was Jamaican, but he was actually not Jamaican. He was not Jamaican. And he was his grandparent who was the person who them that child connect the lineage with, and it never worked out. Of course, they call them never play for Jamaica. Told me fast like a plane. MG, the last time, hello, me see you kick a ball, you there right in front of the goal, and you miss the big, you know, say, Deco, and just miss the goal now. A corner flag, you go. Anyway, people, big up on yourself. Cut me a cut now. People, as me say, there's 5 ways to support the channel. 1, hitting the like button. 2, hitting the subscribe button. 3, you can become a member on the channel. 4, you can share the link in your group them, your people them, whatever. And 5, you can most definitely buy us a coffee. Link in the description, the link in the comment section. You can buy us a coffee. Easy way if you support us. Big up on yourself, people. Massive respect. Long time to do. People, now I'm going to do a formal apology and not doing a live stream. I'm doing a formal apology now. It's been a long while since I've done any live stream. So I'm going to do a formal apology now. The live stream I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow. I have 50 tickets I give for the JPL. I'm going to do a live calling session tomorrow evening. 50 tickets for the JPL. 50. 50 tickets I give for the JPL. Live calling show. And ask some easy question. But only call in if you got the match. And if you know somebody who got the match, call in and give them a ticket. Big up on yourself, people. Massive respect. Love all of you. See you guys again. Listen, me and Martin Baker cuss. Sergo, me and Nitro cuss. Me don't think me and nobody in that YouTube space cuss like how me and Nitro cuss. Me and Nitro cuss every day. Every day. And almost every video. But big up on yourself every time, all the time. Massive respect. Only teach me enough to. Nah, like, teach me enough. Teach me enough. Me learn most of every live stream I learn something new. Every live stream I learn something. But big up on yourself, people. Match to a Sunday match, man. Sunday match. Big up on yourself, people. God bless and Jairus on evening, people. A Friday. It's Friday. Enjoy on the evening, people. Big up on yourself. MG Sports TV. Road. God bless.